Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be chatting through the books that I would like to read in the month of May. So if you couldn't tell from my voice, I am a little under the weather at the moment, which is super inconvenient, but I really need to get this video out because it's May and I don't want too much time to go by and not film this video, which actually I did film it last weekend. I hate how it turned out, so we're refilming it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, I am currently reading The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I am absolutely loving this book so far. It is so good and I'm just having the greatest time. So I am reading this for a specific video, which I should hopefully have finished by the end of May, and I'm really enjoying it. It's so fun and I am loving it. How many times can I say that? And then I am also listening to the audiobook for Someone You Can Build a Nest In, which is for the Our Fantasy Bingo board pick for, I think it's their book of the month pick for May. And I'm listening to that at the moment. It's very weird and I think I'm like 20% into it and it's okay. I really want to DNF it, but I told myself I cannot DNF this book because I need to get this done for the hard version of Our Fantasy Bingo. So I'm gonna push through even though I'm really not liking it that much and see how it goes. Maybe it gets a little more horrific, but at the moment it's really not very horrific to me. Okay, moving into other reads. My in-person book club pick for the month is Rouge by Mona Awad, but I have DNF'd this book for the second time. Yay! So I will not be reading this because I have started it. It's the 5th of May when I'm filming this and I just was not vibing with it yet again, so I have DNF'd it and I really just don't think that book is for me, sadly. The other book I need to read for that video project I'm working on is Jade City by Fonda Lee. I'm really eager to get to this one because I have heard so many people that I really enjoy watching their videos of say that this is amazing. It's like a new favorite book of theirs, and the whole series is like a 5-star series for a lot of creators that I follow. So really looking forward to this one. I know nothing about it, but I've had this book for several years and have just never picked it up, so hopefully May will be the month to do that. Next up is a buddy read book, which I think some of us will probably be getting to in May. I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to get to this, honestly, because my brain is just not with it at the moment in terms of reading, so we'll just see. And that is The Memory of Souls by Jen Loynes. This is book 3 in the Ruin of Kings series. I have really enjoyed this series. I'm really hoping this book kind of pulls me back in. Book 2 is not my favorite in terms of the writing style and how the story was told, but I'm hoping this one veers away from that style of storytelling, if you will. So looking forward to this one if I have the brain capacity for it, because I don't want to pick this up and be struggling through it and possibly DNF it because I'm just not in the right mind space to read it, because this book is really complicated. There is so much going on, there's so many characters, and it's just a lot to take in. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna try to get to this one. Another book I'm gonna really try to get to is Babylon's Ashes by James S.A. Corey. This is book 6, I think, in the Expanse series. I have really enjoyed this series. First couple of books were okay, but like these later books are getting really good to me. So hoping I can get this read this month because I want to start reading a book a month of this series to get it done this year, because I really want to prioritize finishing series that I've started. So this is one of those big long series that I need to read, and hopefully May will be the month to do that. Speaking of read-alongs, another read-along I'm doing is reading all of Sarah J Maas's works. I only have 3 left, thank goodness. They have all been 3 stars for me if you don't count Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass I read a long time ago. I don't know if it's still like 4 or 5 star tier for me, but I read all of ACOTAR so far this year. All of them are 3 or 2 stars. So now we're moving into House of Earth and Blood. So I do remember, I think I read this. I think I gave it 3 stars when I originally read it, but I seriously remember nothing besides the beginning big event that happens. So I will be listening to this one because her audiobooks I feel like are actually pretty okay for the most part. So I will be getting to this one, and yeah, this should maybe be good. I don't know, we'll see, I guess. So there has been a change of plans in the Brandy Sandy along that I'm participating in. So you've shifted around some books. So in May, what was going to be the first book, I believe, in Era 2 of Mistborn is now going to be Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, which I have not read. So I'm going to hop in on the readathon again. I've been just waiting for them to get to books that I haven't read yet. So it looks like we'll be reading this in May, and then from June, so June we'll read Way of Kings. July they're going to read The Alloy of Law, which I'll skip out on. August is Words of Radiance. September is the last two books in the Era 2 Mistborn, Oathbringer, Rhythm of War, and then The Lost Metal for December. So it's kind of nice, like every other month I'll have a book to read for Brandy Sandy Long. But yeah, adding Warbreaker to the TBR, I did not mean to buy the mass market paperback of this because I hate mass market paperbacks. You basically have to break them to be able to like see all the words on the page. But I will be breaking this book apart when I read it because, I don't know, broken mass market paperbacks are kind of nice, not gonna lie. I'm also gonna put Blood Solace on the TBR because this is another book I need to read for our fantasy bingo. Plus, this was such a good book, at least Blood Mercy was, and I really want to continue. So I'm gonna leave it at that. For June's TBR, I will be doing a spinner wheel and picking books to read off of my Our Fantasy Bingo TBR. But because I already have like, you know, so many big, thick, chunky books, and I'm already reading, I think 2 or 3 Our Fantasy Bingo picks this month, I'm not that worried to pick more, you know? So I'm a little slumpy right now, so we'll see if this happens, because this seems like a lot right now. And I will chat with you all in another video soon. Let me know what you all are reading in May. I would love to know, and I'll see you all in another video soon.